you know, him being the icon that he is, you know, and the big name that he is, I knew it was going to be a tremendous fight. You know, I thought it was going to be at the Cowboy Stadium, but, you know, it's still being in Las Vegas, and I'm excited about this fight.
Now, we talked to Keith Thurman earlier. Keith Thurman said in his fight, he was kind of surprised by his quickness and his power. Are you taking that into consideration for your competition? And then with that being said, kind of how do you defend against that?
Oh, I do take it into consideration, his quickness and his power, but I mean, we defend it just like any other fighter. I mean, there's a lot of fighters with power and quickness too. So, you know, we definitely have a strategy for it, and we definitely game planning for it. You know, it's not for me to say right now. You just have to wait till it unfold October 21st, August 21st.
Give us something. Give us something. I know you're trying to keep it close to the vest, but give us something about the strategy. How you plan on going into the fight?
It's gonna be a great fight, entertaining.
Appreciate it.
Errol, as I got ready to come talk to you today, I thought about how I have no footage of you working out ever. Why is that aspect of your training that we never get to see? Even during fight weeks, you come out, maybe shadow a little bit, and then you wave at us and talk to us. But why are there people who are allowed to see you work out before the fight who are in the media?
It is people allowed to see me work out. I mean, of course, not right now because, you know, the whole COVID situation, things like that, but I mean, I just feel like they see me fight in the ring, so they got enough footage.
Are you surprised that Manny has lasted long enough that you finally had a chance I think you said you were 3 years old when he won his first world title? How do you feel that he's managed to hang on this long just to get in with you?
I mean, some fighters are different. I mean, you got some people, you know, who can last that long. You know, just like Bernard Hopkins did. You know, he was much older, so it's just some fighters that just, you know, just different breed and, you know, take care of their body and, you know, and stay disciplined so where they can keep training.
Yeah, a lot of folks in the Philippines are keeping up with this fight, of course. What would you want the Filipino fight fans to know about Errol Spence Jr.? I know they know of you, they've seen some of your fights as well. What's some things you want them to know as well?
Just know that, you know, I respect them. You know, I respect the Philippines, and you know, I just respect everything they've been through and where he's at now, and it's going to be a great fight. Make sure they tune in and order.
How have you seen Manny's his boxing game improve or develop over the last several years that you've been watching him?
I feel like he throw more than 1 or 2 punches now. Like throw more than 1-2. You know, he's throwing different combinations. He's going to the body now and things like that. So he definitely changed up, you know, his punch selection.
What is your impression of yourself with the win in this fight? How do you view yourself among the boxing industry? Not necessarily pound for pound or anything like that, but what is your place among boxing in general if you receive this win?
I feel like, you know, I'll be at the top. You know, I feel like, you know, he's an icon. You know, he's a guy that, you know, not only just an icon, but he's a guy that just beat Keith Thurman 2 years ago, and just accomplished a lot in the sport. And just to get this fight with him, you know, it's an honor for me and it's a privilege for me, and I just gotta go out there and show, you know, why I am one of the best fighters in the world.
You've been calling for this fight since 2019. I think we talked to you during fight week and you said you really wanted this fight. What was this negotiation period like for you? Was it an easy fight for the two of you to make? Because we knew you wanted it, but then when it was announced, it was like, wow, here's the fight. We didn't know so much was going on in the background.
It was basically, you know, an easy fight on my side, you know, so easy negotiation on my side. So, you know, once I got the call and it said, you know, the fight could be a possibility, we just working out, you know, a few kinks and things like that. And once it got, you know, brought to my attention that the fight was going to happen, then, you know, it was just for me just to train. But like I said, you know, it's a dream come true just to be fighting, you know, a guy of his caliber.
As a student of boxing, what do you think is Pacquiao's best win?
You know, it's hard to say. He had so many. You know, I like the Eric Morales wins. I like the BARRERA wins. You know, so you know, of course those, because those in, you know, each other prime and stuff like that. So, you know, probably those wins. You know, the bigger guys, they was that was good too. But you know, I like the Pacquiao when he was like at 126, 122, and things like that.
And lastly, as a fighter who stayed pretty much in the same weight class during your professional career, when you look at a fighter like Pacquiao who's gone through so many weight classes, what does that tell you about him as a fighter to see him ascend through all these weight classes and emerge as a champion?
To show that he's a bad man. But I feel like 147 is my division. And, you know, I'm the king of 147. So, you know, either he's gonna retire or, you know, fight somebody else.
What is it about you? As the king of the 147, you probably got one of the best